morning, everyone. It's Liam Carson here as we get into another episode for Supernatural with episode 4 of season 5. These 3 episodes that have gone by for this season have been pretty great stuff. There's been a lot of tension, of course, with the fallout of what happened in the season 4 finale, especially surrounding Dean and Sam. And with the last episode, we had the, I guess, fallout of Dean and Sam agreeing to part ways, which, you know, in some semblance, there was some, I guess you could say, comedic moments, but especially for Sam's side of things, not so much. So, yeah, but it's going to be very interesting, of course, to see what does happen with the news that God is dead. Obviously, we do not buy that bullshit, so, yeah, but it's gonna, like I said, gonna be very interesting to see what does happen, especially for Castiel, who has, of course, been trying to look for God, and he still feels, despite what Raphael said to him, that God is still out there somewhere. So, you know, you can't go wrong with a little bit of hope. So, why don't we get into episode number 4 of season 5 for Supernatural. Let's go.
Keep a gun around that kills demons.
What? What demon? I didn't get that.
That's kind of funny, talking to a messenger of God on a cell phone. It's, you know, like watching a Hell's Angel at a moped.
It is kind of
The voice
funny,
says
isn't
I'm
it?
almost out of minutes.
Okay, all right. I'm telling you, Cass, the mooks have melted down the gun. Hey, I'm human. And the stuff I gotta do.
What stuff?
Eat, for example. In this case, sleep.
Sleep,
I just
yes.
need like 4 hours
And then
before,
repeat.
okay?
Yes.
Okay, so you
No,
can
demon
pop in
hunting,
tomorrow
repeat.
morning.
Yes. I'll just...
He hung up on Cass! What the heck?
wait here, then.
Poor Cass.
Sam, I think we're weaker.
Oh.
Because whatever we have between us, love, family, whatever it is, they are always
That's the ammunition.
gonna use it against us. And you know that.
But what if Sam's in trouble and he uses the... Oh my goodness. Or like...
No, we're better off apart.
No. What the heck? Oh my... Road 66... Oh no. Don't like this nightmare.
You know, the not talking thing is kind of creepy, right?
Yeah, that's creepier. And that... Oh my... Yikes! Whoa! Shit! So is this some kind of dream or flash forwards? The shitballs!
Real estate. Let's see what's happening in sports. That's right, no more sports. Congress
So
revoked the
Lewis
right to
Hamilton
preach
never
assembly.
got his second world title.
Well, Congress, that is. Hardly a quorum, if you ask me.
How did you find me?
Afraid we had to tap some unorthodox resources of late. Human informants.
If you're
We can make an
behind us,
inspirational visit
piss
to
off.
Have a little look-see.
So he's basically punishing Dean. You're grounded here for 3 days. Because, you know, you're refusing...
Bobby.
Fuck you, Zachariah. If Bobby's dead, I'm not having it. Unless he's able to walk. Bobby...
Damn Chautauqua.
Castiel? Holy shit, what the f...
Oh, no, baby, what did they do to you?
Oh. Oh. Poor baby. Oh! The older Dean. Holy shit!
Run. Rhonda Hurley. We were, 19.
Oh?
She made us try on her panties. They were pink and satiny. And you know what? We kind of liked it. Touche.
There you go.
You weren't with him? No.
Because they were still apart. But this is
Yeah,
going to
me and
have...
Sam, we haven't talked in... hell, 5 years.
Yeah, this episode's definitely going to be like, Dean, okay,
never tried to find him?
Sam, reunite.
Oh, come on. You don't trust yourself? No. Absolutely not.
To be fair, that's valid.
Dick.
Right, because you weren't a dick prior.
Jane's cabin last night, didn't you?
What? Did I?
I thought we had a connection.
Oh.
I'm sure that we do.
Oh, this ain't awkward. This ain't hella oh no.
Could just strap on my wings, but I'm sorry, no dice.
That's not an option anymore.
stoned?
Holy shit.
Generally, yeah.
What happened to you?
I cannot.
Life.
Yeah, life will do that, won't it? Oh no.
Watch out!
I think he was not good news. Possessed.
Damn it. I'm not gonna lie to you, me and him, it's a pretty messed up situation we got going.
Yeah, everyone's
Believe me.
in confusion.
You need to know some. Buy some Croats on the way out. Croatoans. One of them infected Jaeger.
Jaeger.
How do you know? Because after
Aaron
4 years,
Yeager.
I know. I started seeing symptoms about a half an hour ago. Wasn't gonna be long before he flipped. He said yes. Yes?
Yeah.
Wait.
Shit.
You mean that's right? The big yes.
The big
devil.
yes.
Lucifer, you say yes.
No.
Do you hear me?
No.
Say yes to Michael.
No.
That's crazy.
No.
If I let
no.
him in, then Michael fights the devil. Battle's gonna torch half the planet. Look around you, man.
I mean,
Half the planet's
this
better
is
than no
this is
planet,
the
which
case
what
of
we have now.
this. It's either this.
If I could do it over again, I'd say yes in a heartbeat. So why don't you? I've tried. I've
But it's
shouted
too
yes
late.
till I was blue.
Really from '09?
Yeah, Fred, so.
Some free advice? You ever get back there?
What do you want to tell
Hoard
yourself?
toilet paper. Understand me? Hoard it. Hoard it like it's made of gold.
He's going back to
Yes, it is.
2009, not 2020, Chuck.
Oh, you'll thank me all right. Mark my words.
Bury myself in women and decadence. Right, Sand, baby? That's what decadence is for. Why not bang a few gongs before the lights go out?
Wow, like he's like, you know what? The world's ending. May as well enjoy myself,
Just how
right?
I roll.
Holy shit, Cass.
Trust me. Now, weapons check. We're on the move in 5.
Come on,
Hey, me.
Lexa.
I talked to you for a sec.
Me. I mean, she's Talia al Ghul. But she also got pushed out of a window, so...
What? These people count on you. They trust you. They trust me to kill the devil and to save the world. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. No, not like this, you're not. I'm not gonna let you.
This is a wrong way to do things.
Yeah.
Oh! I mean, Future Dean's gonna pack one hell of a punch if he's... Oh, my goodness. Oh? No. No!
Hello, Dean.
And he just killed Future Dean.
Because I loved him. More than anything.
Nothing too much.
And then God created.
Humans.
The little hairless apes. And then he asked all of us to bow down before you.
You loved him too
To
much,
love
and
you
then
more than
he
him.
loved the humans, and that really
And
pissed
I
him
said,
off.
The same brand of cockroach I've been squashing my whole life. An ugly, evil, belly to the ground, supernatural piece of crap.
Holy shit,
The only
Dean.
difference between them and you is the size of your ego.
Oh my yikes! That was a retort.
Kill me now, or I swear I will find a way to kill you. And I won't stop.
You're gonna regret this. Oh, but he's not
I won't
phased.
say yes to Michael. Whatever choices you make,
Neck
whatever
broken.
details you alter, we will always end up here.
In the garden.
See you in 5 years, Dane.
You know what? I'm just gonna say this. I'm not liking season 10. I'm not liking the looks of season 10, folks. Oh, fuck you.
Nah.
It means no, dummy.
Telling me you haven't learned your lesson?
Well, I've learned a lesson, all right. Just not the one you wanted to teach.
Sam.
I'll just have to teach it again. Because I got you now, boy. And I'm never letting you.
Cass. Fuck you.
Don't ever change.
How did Zachariah find you?
Long story. Let's just stay away from Jehovah's Witnesses from now on, okay?
What are you doing?
Look, man, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm whatever I need to be, but I was,
I'm just really, really worried about something.
Thank you. Really, thank you.
I'm worried.
I won't let you
I
down.
will
I know it.
explain why in a bit.
and you are the second best hunter on the planet.
Oh, Dean.
So what do we do now?
We make our own future.
Guess we have no choice.
Oh, he's just thinking back to that future. Okay. Here's the thing. You know, I should be happy. All fine and dandy, right? Okay, it's all good. It's all good, right? Sam Dean reunited. Hey, no. I don't know if I'm just being fucking paranoid or whatever, or I'm just worried Sam's already said yes. Oh my god. Because Lucifer said to Dean, you know, no matter what you change and all of that, we're still going to end up in the same ring, basically. And obviously, I had a feeling, like, especially with the whole Lucifer has taken over Sam debacle, this was going to be a wake-up call for Dean that, you know, his words about we're better apart because they're not going to try to use that against us, etc. That was going to kick him up the arse, and he was going to realise that, on the contrary, being apart is going to be pretty effed up. Because that's going to have Sam vulnerable, as we saw in the last episode, as we saw, I guess, in the early parts of this episode. And that's going to allow Lucifer to, yeah. I'm just thinking, oh my god. Especially with the fact that, you know, Zachariah and the rest of the angels, especially that preacher as well, who, like, undid shit. I'm just thinking, like, with how, you know, let Lucifer rise and all of that. How much time has passed in regards to, yeah. Because all that Sam needs to do is say, I accept or whatever. He just needs to consent to Lucifer. And then... Now, and yeah, you see, I am being very, very anxious, but I don't know, there's just this trigger in my head that's thinking, what if Lucifer is just, hiding away at, like, Sam's already said yes. Because it's so easy to think, oh, well, the boys are back, no worries, etc. But I'm just thinking with everything. So... And there was a quote that Sam said, which obviously, like, I am basically like, I am just basically conspiracy theorist mode at this moment. But there was that quote that Sam said, "What made you change your mind?" And I'm thinking that as a double meaning. To obviously Dean calling, Sam back here, but also, we saw Sam try to push Lucifer away, and what if behind, well, in the present, I should say, because obviously we spent the majority of the episode in the future. What if, like, during that unseen, Sam said yes, and Lucy's gonna be like, "What made you change your mind?" Okay, I'm fucking I am most likely going to be wrong about this. I'm just saying. I am most likely going to be wrong about what I've just said. But I just can't shake this feeling that, okay, something is not right. And you have to remember, Lucifer doesn't lie. This is not a means of intimidation or whatever. I mean, he's got, just his presence and his reputation is intimidating enough. So, and he knows that Dean's already trembling about the fact that he's seeing his brother, not brother, should I say, with Lucifer in the driving seat. He doesn't need to make Dean quake in his boots by words. So when he says, you can do whatever you want, it's not going to change shit. He means that because Lucifer's already taken over Sam in the present day. Yeah. Oh, that was great. I loved this episode so much. My favourite so far this season. There were some stellar performances, though, for both Jared and Jensen especially. And Jared was rocking that white suit really, really well. Of course, I do love how there is this depiction that Lucifer, of course, feels that he still should be by right an angel, especially with the unfair treatment that he felt like he received in regards to warning about humanity and then just being cast down, really. But just overall, Jared just rocked it. So, yeah. But there were some really, really amazing performances in this episode. Especially from Jensen, because obviously you're playing two incarnations of, I guess, the same character, really. You're playing two different versions. With the fact that you had a more hardened Dean in 2014. And obviously, with present day Dean, he's getting an education about how grim this future is. And it's just very, very... there was a lot of instances, especially when he went to confront Lucifer, where Jensen's acting just stood out. Especially when he... I don't know why, but there was that moment when he was talking about how, with Lucifer, you're the same breed of cockroach. That speech really, really, sent chills down my spine for some reason. I don't know why, but I think it's just, Jensen just killed it in this episode, which he did. So, yeah. But, yeah. Like I said, I mean, I'm probably wrong. there's probably people going to be pointing and laughing at me about my crack theories. Especially with the fact that I mean, we know that Lucifer said Nick is his plan B, etc., and I don't think we've seen the last of Nick. So, unless there's some kind of, I don't know. I'm just really, like, I don't know. There was just a heightened level of anxiety that crept up when Sam reunited with Dean, especially with the fact that obviously that loneliness with because you even heard in this bad future, Dean hasn't heard from Sam in 5 years, which obviously fits to present day. And you just got to think, when was the last moment? Was it the moment that that Sam called Dean in this episode, or a plausible moment further down the line that we'll never get to see now that Sam and Dean are reunited. But I don't know. There was just a there was just a red flag going off in my mind, thinking, what if Sam's already said yes? And this is going to cause further agony for Dean because of the fact that he feels like he failed his brother. That because of the fact that Sam was the one to make the call in terms of, I think I need some alone time, and then Dean did agree. But with the way that Dean kept shutting him out and all of that, Dean's probably, there might be that notion that Dean probably will feel guilt if my theory is correct. Like I said, it's probably not correct. It's just probably me being very anxious, worried for no reason. Yeah, but that's the beauty about theories, I guess. So they can be very spontaneous like that, and but yeah. Like I said, the acting was just really, really great, and it was just a really, really wonderful episode. And what I really, really liked with this. I just realized as well, we had in the beginning and the end, both being very well, not just educational trips into the past or the future, but they complement each other, the titles, don't they? In the beginning, the end. I was going to make a mention about how amazing these, I guess, time travel episodes have been, really, because in the beginning was a really, really fantastic episode and was just outstanding, especially with Dean getting the lay of the land with Azazel's plan, like basically coming to giving signs of birth, really. And with this episode, it was just very, very haunting, eerie. Not just seeing what became of this world, but also seeing certain characters and where they were at. Bobby's dead. We have Sam, who, Sam's in the back seat and probably dead, really, because of the fact that Lucifer is not just only a powerful entity, but, he'll have spent so much time in the driving seat that Sam's just an afterthought, really. So, yeah. And Castiel. Like, I really, really... I do gotta say, though, when we went back to present day and Dean said, "Don't ever change," I really, really liked that moment. Because you gotta take in the last episode into account where Dean was trying to give him the Winchester 101, I guess. And then you have this moment where he just values the fact that, I like this Castiel better than the Castiel that I saw in 2014, basically. So, yeah. And I also really love the little bit of the unknown foreshadowing that this episode did. Like Chuck mentioned, hoard toilet paper like it's gold. Yeah, that really aged well, didn't it? Well, I would say 6 years down the line, technically 11 years down the line. So, and you know what's funny? I am recording this like on the 3-year anniversary since we first went into lockdown. So, yay! Timing was great for this. Oh God. No, I just saw an article yesterday saying it's been 3 years since we had our lockdown, and yeah, that was when the fun began, wasn't it? Yay! But yeah, it was just very great, this episode. Like, especially with Dean and future Dean, and how Dean got a assessment in terms of his future. Obviously, this was an education for Dean, but not in the sense that Zachariah had hoped, because we had future Dean say, I tried. You know, seeing what would happen, I tried to become Michael. I said yes, like, until I went blue. But nothing was happening. And you had future Dean try to convince his, I guess, past self, you need to become Michael. If this world is gonna avoid going to shit, which it won't, because 2020 is still a thing. No, but in all seriousness, if you want this world to avoid going to shit, you need to say yes to Michael. So I am really wondering what the game plan is, because I am wondering if Dean thinks that, because obviously, Lucifer said that message about you could try anything, but we're still going to be in the same ballpark, basically. But he's not letting that deter him. And I think one of the first instances for the world going to shit is obviously Sam saying yes to Lucifer. And with Sam by his side, there is a minimal chance for that to happen. But I am just trying to visualize what might make Sam say yes if he hasn't already said yes. If my crack theory is in the bin. Because I'm just thinking, like I said, we haven't seen the last of Nick. I'm certain of it. And yeah, I am really going further down this rabbit hole. And, by the end of the season, this video is going to have, like, half of this fourth section, which is basically me panicking about what's become of Sam. It's all going to be irrelevant. It's all going to be bullshit because of the fact that I was very, very anxious. But it's just something that popped in my mind, and, I can't help but not be able to shake the feeling that Sam has already said yes. And like I said, yeah, we haven't seen the last of Nick, but what if a different demon has, taken control of him, and you expect him to be Lucifer, etc. But I don't know. I'm talking out my ass at this point, but we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. There's just this heightened level of anxiety in regards to Sam. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, with Dean, obviously the first step to prevent this bad future from happening, for his mindset, he's not automatically going to bend the knee to Zachariah. Especially with the fact that that's not Dean's character, really. He's not going to, especially with the attitude that Zachariah has, he's not going to cater to him. So he's going to try and find every alternative, and if it does come to that final clutch moment, he might have to say yes. But for the time being, he's going to try and take so many different turns on this road that, might lead to the same future. But, that's happening in Season 10, so... No, but in all seriousness, he's going to try and take so many different turns to avoid this from happening. And it might come to the final moment where, yeah. Because I'm still imagining that fight with Lucifer and Michael is still going to happen. Sam versus Dean. I still think that's going to happen. Because how cataclysmic, how intense would that be? But for the time being, Dean's going to take different turns. That's what I'm sensing. So yeah, but yeah, and it was really, really great to bring up the Croatoan virus again, because that's been a word that's been absent for quite some time. So yeah. But there was some really, really incredible acting, and it was just really, really amazing. Like, especially seeing the two Deans, because what a field day that is. But obviously it's not all sunshine and rainbows, with the fact that the future is in a bit of a bad place. So, yeah. But I do really, really love... yeah, I really do love this episode. And yeah, I mean, even Jared, like, even like him as Lucifer, like, you could really tell that isn't Sam anymore. This really is a changed person, and it's not just because of the suit, it's the way he conveys his words as well, and it's so chilling. So yeah, but it was just a really, really great episode to focus on what could happen. And you know, it's an episode that, you know, we just do not want to subscribe to in terms of the future happening, because this is it. This is what could happen. And obviously it like, whenever it comes to a future episode and all of that, there is the rare occasion it will happen. Albeit there might be a little bit of a twist. You know, thinking back to the season 3 finale of The Flash, for example. But whenever we take great strands into the future, like a few years into the future, for example, for obvious reasons, because, you know, that'll be set a few seasons down the line, for example, that future will not happen. It's just a little bit of a warning shot to the main character. So like I said, obviously this decayed Earth and all of that, it's most likely not going to happen. But it's also a really, really great idea for Dean to kind of get, not just for him to try and change some things and all of that, but also to kind of mend the bridges with Sam. Because despite the fact that, you know, I mean, to an extent he does have a point about, you know, us being together, it does create that opportunity for the demons and all of that to try and use that to their advantage. But but that doesn't mean that being alone negates that. If anything, it might be worse, because we've seen what happened. Like we saw what happened with the fact that Dean didn't speak to Dean didn't speak to Sam for 5 years. And yeah, so it was just really, really great stuff. To see what does happen in this really, really dark future. But I am really excited to see where things are going to go now that the boys are back, to see if my theory is going to be straight in the bin. Probably. Like I said, talking out my ass, but sometimes your mind just has that heightened level of anxiety, and, you know, you're being anxious for no reason. But yeah, so but it was a really fantastic episode, and I really, really thought that I really loved it. Like the performances, the little way that you had Sam basically be revealed to have completely abandoned the faith train to move, well, faith in one in terms of the angels and all of that, and now faith towards Lucifer, which I guess in Lucifer's perspective it's potato. So yeah, but yeah, the two Deans, and just seeing how different they were, and even Castiel as well, because seeing 2014 Castiel was definitely a far cry from what we're seeing in present day. Although there were some really, really great moments, like the voice is telling me I already have a few minutes. It's just really, really, you know, great stuff. like especially when you have someone like Castiel who's not really accustomed to the bits and bobs of humanity and all of that, and I don't know. I just love the idea that I don't know how long it's been entirely for Dean in his trip to the future, but Castiel was like, he did say, "I'll just wait here then," and he did wait there. He didn't poof out or whatever, like he sometimes does. He just waited by that road. I don't know how long it was. Probably nothing, you know, significant, like 5-minute trip or whatever. But I don't know. I just find it funny, like with Castiel saying, "I'll just wait here," and that's him in the like 40 odd minutes in terms of the whole present day thing. So yeah. But yeah, really, really great episode. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!